I want you to try to understand that I'm giving you my experience. At a young age, I joined a street gang, never dropped out, went to college, and when I came back, hey, what it do, what it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho of the Pocho Podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and support a real one in the field. I always sound funny doing that, but I just want to get it all out. But if you can support me, you already know I'm on the road to 10K. But today, what are we talking about? Lboy. Man, this is probably, I have to be honest, you fools call this glazing. I'm calling it being honest and giving it up. When I was in Los Angeles, he was one of the first Chicano rappers to start doing it different before King Little G. I have to say, I think it was way before King Little G. The vato was wearing fly clothes, rapping with the blacks, and doing everything that all these rappers are doing. And in the interview with the food community, shout out to them, he talks about it. Being the originator of this kind of fly Chicano rap thing. You feel me? I really believe that King Little G got some of his lineage drummer from Lboy. Let me know in the comments if you think they were influenced by King Little G and or by Lboy. Man, and I also got to live in Pasadena. I think I lived closer to the VI boys. I think he's from Southside Pasadena. Who knows? Allegedly, I'm just saying. I don't know. The thing was, I used to live right there off of Orange Grove, right between Orange Grove and Washington, right before you get to Altadena. Shout out to Altadena. Hope they're doing good. But a beautiful place, Pasadena. It's a trip because Pasadena is super nice. Got some Rose Bowl and all that, but also got hood, Southside. I don't even want to say all the hoods. The ones that I knew were VI Boys, Southside Pasadena, and then there's another SA gang, my bad, and then the Denver Lanes. And then down was one of my homeboys was from Duarte, so I knew he had the issues with the Crips out there. Today he talks about Northerners, he talks about Lady Pinks, he talks about Capone. It was like a couple weeks ago, my bad, I'm late to it, but you know, this with so much going on, I wanted to talk about this vato because I was in LA when he was doing his thing and going up north. And I just think that this is kind of the kind of vato that you should follow. He kind of stands on business, but doesn't go too wild out. So
they're rocking the clothes I was rocking a decade ago.
See?
I don't want to say I did it first.
But you pioneered it.
I got a song with Snoop Dogg. All my followers know about Grown and Sexy. I got a song with J-Rock, G Malone. You know, I'm a writer that went big on the radio. You know what I'm saying? I was doing radio runs in Northern Cali.
High Power would try to take the tour bus up there, but they could only go so far.
I went.
So this is the thing. It's all about how you carry yourself. High Power went up there crazy. This fool says he goes up strategic, but in the end, he says it in this. And I'm gonna move forward because I wanted to get right to this juicy part of the Northerners. But he says it in this that he went up north, that he was in the 50s with the Oakland. He was in Madera doing photo shoots. That he went up the 5 and met people, and he was one of the first ones to do that. And there's videos of him doing that. And but then, you know, it says that he couldn't do shows. So he wasn't able to do kind of what Little Rob did. Little Rob got on the stage, though. He did get a bottle thrown and got chased out. But so Lboy is part of that group. Lboy is a real Sureño, you feel me? A real Sureño. So, and in the end, what's his face isn't, you know what I mean? So Little Rob, so, you know, he's more like a resident or whatever. I don't know. I'm a lot of this talks a little bit about prison, and I want to stay away from that because I didn't do no prison time and I'm not into that. I just want to, the reason why this is interesting to me is because I was in Los Angeles when it happened. I love when I hear somebody speaking facts, and I think he carries himself the right way about talking about these kind of issues that are hard to speak about, and some people just crash out about them.
In the 50s.
I don't think they're there anymore, though.
Shout out to the Southside locals in the 50s. They
Salute, though.
Gave me hospitality. You know what I'm saying? They took pictures with me. Shout out to all the homies out there in the 50s, and they're surrounded by Nortenos and border.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Because in Oakland, the Northerners are all through the 30s, all through the 60s. You could even say they get into the shady, like into 70s, shady 80s when the Border Brothers started.
Southside Madera, I believe. You know, I
see, he talks about going to Madera. That's where my ex is.
Playboys in San Jose.
Hey, there's a lot of Southsiders in San Jose. I'll say that. There was a crazy war where San Jose was one of the top murder capital, or whatever. When I was in LA,
all my movements with caution.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it.
You know.
But this is what I'm saying. If we change this thing that we're talking about, people, we could move with love and chill and relax, bro. Why do we have to move around like this? It's so crazy in our own state.
I was going up the freeway, meeting all the Southsiders from every city up north off the freeway, selling my merchandise.
Facts. CD era, bro. You guys don't know about it. Lboy been doing this.
I did shows in Northern Cali. I didn't get to perform.
He didn't get to perform, but he did shows.